Hey everybody, Baron Dome here, back on 2B2T. It's been a long time, April. That was the last video I made about 2B2T. And most of you probably wondering what I've been doing or why I have not made a video about 2B2T in a long time. Well, let's kind of get to that, but let me start heading down here first. So let's get to the first. Why have I not made a video about 2B2T? Well, I kind of took a break for a little bit. I've kind of felt I have reached everything that I wanted to do or accomplish or never thought that I would accomplish on a Minecraft server. So I kind of took a break for a while. I just wanted to do my own thing for a bit. And it was kind of nice. I didn't have to worry about paying for the queue for the last couple months, which was pretty sweet. And I kind of just played different games, you know, because you don't want to get bored with a game, especially if you love it as much as I do with Minecraft. And I was getting bored with it, especially playing on an anarchy server. Side point, in case you're wondering where I'm at a museum built by Franknificent. I'm kind of not ruining anything because he's already shown this particular build on some other videos. Some other people have actually already shown this. I assume that because I'm going to show it, a lot more people are going to see this and be aware of it. But it's been built here for a couple months now already. So I kind of just wanted to do this video here because I thought it was a great build. Kind of wanted to show it off. I want to get more people to see it. So this was a Hermetic Locks SMIB season 2 kind of location. So a lot of people have already been here. I've done absolutely nothing with this build. I've had nothing to do with it. I was just invited out here to take a look at it. So I thought I would do that. But let's get back to the story of why we're here, while I do the tour. So why have I not been playing on 2B? Well, I kind of felt over the last couple months, back in April, even before then, that I've kind of done everything that I wanted to accomplish before. And I haven't seen that there would be anything else more for me to accomplish on the server. So I kind of took a break, thinking that maybe, you know, I'll come back to the server and then that things would change. I would want to do something different. Maybe the server would have updated to 1.17 by then. But no, it's still 1.12.2. This is the server that's it. How long has 1.12 been out for? 3 years? 4 years? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But it's been a long time. And I really felt that trying to play anymore, I wasn't going to accomplish anything. I've done it all. I've seen it all. So I kind of just thought, you know, maybe if I take a break for a little bit, I'll come up with some ideas, maybe have some new drive to want to play on the server. But no, man, it's not it. I think I have legitimately reached the end of my play here on 2B2T. I know some of you kind of probably saying, "Oh, that's sad." You know, how can you say that? Well, you don't play on a server like this forever, particularly one that refuses to update. And I just can't bring myself to play on this server anymore. It's sad. I don't want to say it's sad. You gotta grow. So I was kind of thinking, ooh, there's my banners right there. I took the break, had some ideas. I legitimately had a bunch of ideas for videos and things like that and builds I wanted to do on the server. But I'm at the point, man. I think I'm legitimately done with the server. And I was kind of like, well, if I'm not going to play 2B2T, what am I going to do? Well, luckily 1.18 is finally coming out. And I figured that it's time to hang my hat up on 2B2T. And time to move on with both my Minecraft play career, if you will, and YouTube, because I legitimately don't want to make videos about this server anymore. I mean, what else am I making videos about this? I'm not going to do any more builds. What's the point of doing any more builds? with the whole NOCOM thing that happened a couple months ago. If you don't know what the whole NOCOM thing was, it was an exploit where they, a couple people, groups of people actually knew where everybody was on the server at all times, were able to distinguish what they were doing at those locations. They have world downloads of those locations. So I don't want to build anymore on the server because what's the point? At this point, I figure that all my locations that I've ever based at, the 3 locations that I have left, are compromised. No one's been there to any of the locations yet because they're very far out in all the dimensions that they're at. But I know eventually someday somebody's going to be there, and I don't want to build anymore there. Forget that. And it's kind of lost its luster. I mean, what else am I going to do on the server? I'm tired of playing on a 3 to 4 year old server. I want to do something different. I want to play with the new blocks. I want to play with the new mechanics. And it's just not this yet. The mechanics on this server is just the constant lagginess. I mean, you're prevented from doing things like getting on Nether Roof. I think I was already here. Yeah, I was already here. I made a circle. You can't get on the Nether Roof. You can't. Stuff like redstone is nerfed. So much, like when I try to fly with rockets, I get lagged back, and it's just aggravating. And I don't want to keep playing on a server where I have to keep being held back on what I want to do. So it's kind of like I'm saying, I'm kind of rambling at this point, but I want you guys to get my point across. This will pretty much be my last filmed 2B2T video. I'm not going to make a video about 2B2T anymore. This is it. This is the last one of me touring Magnificence Museum here. Will I do a live stream? Possibly. But I'm not paying for a priority queue anymore. I've been paying for a priority queue since what is it? I started playing in October of 2016. I paid priority queue every month from October 2016 to about April of 2021. And then this month, currently I pay for. And not even that. Some months I would pay for 2 accounts or 3 accounts because, I'm trying to film stuff. I've got accounts in different locations to do different things because on 2B I can't spend a week traveling to one location, do a film, edit, build there, travel another week. I want to just play. I don't want to have to spend time traveling because I've got to build bases tens of millions out just to do anything without being bothered. And it's sad, but I mean that's the point you play with when you play on an anarchy server. But I believe my time on 2B has come to an end. And you're probably thinking, well, why don't you play on like another anarchy server like Constantium or Old Fag? Because they're falling in the same boat as 2B is. They're not going to upgrade to 1.17, 1.18 because their customer base is based off of 2B. 2B is still 112. A lot of the hack clients are still mainly created for 112. Yes, I know some of them have been updated since then. But, I mean, their clientele is coming from 2B. So if 2B is still on 112, they've got to stay on 112. And I asked John, the admin from Old Fag, about this. And he goes, yeah, we're waiting on 2B because I'm not going to cut off my player base coming from 112 and I'm at 117. It's going to cause a rift. So when 2B if updates to 117, 118, then probably Constantium or Old Fag would update. But I mean, even each of those servers has their own limitations. Like Constantium still has Elytras disabled. 2B luckily has Elytras enabled. I haven't been on Old Fag in the last couple weeks, so I'm not sure if their Elytras are still enabled or not. But I mean, really, why would you come to this server in the first place? Yeah, you want to experience 2B2T. But if you're just here for the builds, I mean, this build is here, but it's not going to last forever. And all the old builds that you've seen the videos about, they're all gone. They're either hidden, gone, or about to be gone. So if you're like really looking for to go look at the builds from 2B2T, go like to the archive. It's a server that shows all the old builds, and you can explore them. You can take a look around. You can do world downloads. And I would generally recommend that. If you just want to see the builds from 2B2T and not actually play and wait for this monstrous queue of a couple hundred, go to the archive. And I'll leave links for all these Minecraft servers, the archive, Castantium, Old Fag. I'll leave the links for these down at the bottom if you want to check them out instead of trying to get on 2B. But I mean, if you just want to look at the builds, go on the archive, do a tour around, go, ooh, I would love to build that on my world. But don't, I think if I was a kid in my, teens, 20s, I could not see spending $20 a month on this server. That's a big chunk of money to be flipping every month for a young kid. And if you've got a job that's not paying you too well, that's a lot of money. So, I mean, even people come on here for crystal PvPing or PvPing down at spawn. Why would you spend the money to do that? There are other... Ooh, that's my old map, but that's in a different location. There are tons of other servers where you could do that. What's one of them? 2b2tpvp.net or even ncrystal.me. If you just want a PvP, like you're at 2b spawn, check out those servers, man. But yeah, like I keep saying, I kind of ramble. I'm going around because I kind of am mainly talking a lot just to show off this spectacular build that Franknificent did. This is just a beautiful build. I love this. I don't have a creative bone in my body, but the way he did this is just sweet. Obviously, he didn't also do the maps. People putting their maps up, or he put the maps up. Yeah, #1 princess artist, I know. I don't remember who did that. I've seen this one before. I don't know who did that. I don't know who did that either. Oh, what's that? Family friendly. That's sweet. But the way he did his banners here is just sweet. He's got the pillars with each of the banners, talking about them. They've got it set up like a church, which is just awesome. And you've got little portals. I've been flying around here. I actually was logged off for like the last week up there. He invited me out here. I actually paid for the priority queue to come out here. Did the tour around and just been exploring. But yeah, I was actually logged off on top of that church for like the last week. But yeah, so sadly, this will be my last 2B2T video that I will record. If somebody ever pays for me to have priority queue and wants me to do a live stream, I would do that. But I'm never fronting $20 again to get onto this server. I'm moving on. I plan to start playing 1.18, probably a single player world, maybe a private server, something like that. Because I want to play the new Minecraft mechanics, man. I'm tired of playing on a 4-year-old server. I want to do new stuff. I want to make these massive farms that I see all these cool videos on. I can't do this on this server. I can't do that here. I don't have to deal with that. I'm looking forward to doing stuff on 1.18, like building shulker farms. Shulker farms, when a shulker takes damage, it duplicates. That's a mechanic now. You can get endless supply of shulker shells. I don't have to go. I get 1 or 2 from the end. I can make a shulker farm. I want to do these cool farms in 1.18 that I see a lot of people making. I've been stuck in this rut of not wanting to do anything on this server and then just literally doing nothing. If you guys have watched my last couple of videos, if you've actually watched the last couple of them, you'll see where, I did this whole year, 2 years of building stuff, showing stuff off, and then it's just exploring. Showing other people's work, showing mechanics or something. There's an actual definite cut of me stop building stuff and then exploring, because you'll see the break where I'm like, I'm not building anything anymore. I actually, my void caverns, I hollowed out this giant area. Shoot, what was it? 2017? I planned on making this whole like Black Reach from Skyrim underground. I hollowed it out, but that was it. I put the obsidian down on the just to get over the bedrock to make a flat layer, but I didn't do anything else with it. I kind of just left it. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really good looking. I don't know how they did that. You just put a mob head on that? That's sweet. But yeah, I was like, I've got so many builds. And I've got other builds too. I've got a build on Constantium. I've got a little build. I mean, I actually had 2 bases on Constantium. I had one, I got found, got exploded. It was like a water temple. And then I have another one that I've had since August of 2018. Yeah, 2018. Small little build. Got my stuff stored there. And then a couple little things, but nothing. I haven't done anything there. And then on Olfag, I just travel around. I just log in, people give me gear, and then I travel around. I don't build anything because it's the same thing. Why am I going to keep jumping from 3 different 1.12 servers to try to build stuff? No, I think it's time for me to move on and to do something else. And that needs me as a player to grow, because I don't want to keep staying here for another 4 years. House still testing. Oh, I'm going to keep testing if we can upgrade to 119, if we can still do it. If you've got a server already running 117, I don't know why he started a new map for the test server on 117. He should have just used a backup of the world and test that as 117. That would have been an accurate test of how the server would operate. But no, he started a whole new world. How are you going to do that with... You need to test it with people that have all this gear, or even stuff that's stored away that, like, you know, Bedrock, E-Glass, stuff like that. How would a 1.17 world with your plugins work based on those glitched or commanded in items, you know? That would have been a real test of upgrading to 117. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a Minecraft server admin. So yeah, all right. I kind of rambled on long enough. So this, unfortunately, will be my last 2B2T video I edited, put together, of me doing any type of tour. Will I do a live stream again? If somebody pays for it and they ask for me and they really, really want me to do a live stream. But no, this, other than that, I'm done streaming on, or I'm done doing with 2B2T. You may see me online, mainly because if someone asks me to do something, but I will never do another video again. I'm going to move on. I'm going to do 118 stuff. I want to start a new world. I want to start building cool stuff with 118 and doing different stuff. If I keep staying here on 2B2T, it's just holding me back both as a player and as a YouTube creator. Because if you haven't noticed, I haven't done anything in since April. What's that? 7 months. I've kind of lost a couple hundred subscribers, and that's to be expected when you don't upload. People leave, or it could just be YouTube cleaning house, but whatever. So November 30th, 118 is coming out. That's awesome. Looking forward to it. I wish the Warden was going to be in that. But unfortunately, they're being lazy again, and they got to push it till 119. Whatever. I'll wait. So I'm going to start up a new world. I'm looking forward to the new heights in Minecraft, the caves, the cliffs, all cool new farms that I'm going to get to build. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys will stay tuned for those, because I definitely will be putting those out. Putting out videos for my 118 world. I'll probably do some live streams of those. And then do videos of my ultimate builds. Hello. But yeah, I think I'm going to head back to... I've got some gear. I got tons of rockets, so I'm good. I'm good for a while. I think I'm going to head back to spawn. Hey, thanks, Frank, for inviting me out to your museum. Beautiful museum. I'm sure it'll be put out eventually into the archive, which again, like I told you, I will leave the links to all the servers that I mentioned below. So if you want to check them out, the archive, Castantium, Oldfag, and the Crystal, Crystal.me, and the 2b2t pvp.net if you're into PvP fighting, because you should check those out. Because don't spend $20. Save your money. Christmas is coming up, holidays, and you guys can spend your money on something else. Let's see if I can actually take off without getting glitched. No, it actually worked. But yeah, I want to thank all you guys that have been sticking with me, even though I haven't uploaded in like 7 months. And coming back and watching my videos. And I hope, even though it's not 2b2t videos specifically, you will come and watch my videos when I do 1.18 stuff, because I look forward to doing builds in there. Look forward to doing all that kind of stuff, because I plan on making some cool stuff. I want farms that do everything for me. If you've watched my old videos, I'm talking old, back when I played on Imgercraft, I created this thing called the Industrial Complex. If you haven't seen it, it's an old video. Check it out. It was an area where all the farms did everything, and it gave you all the items to trade with the villagers. That's my next vision for 1.18, but on a much grander scale. I want farms that do everything for me at the world spawn, so it's always working. That's my ultimate plan. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I want to thank you all for watching the video, and I hope to see you again in my next video when 1.18 comes out, and we can start doing some cool stuff there. Right, horse? Right, he knows what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. I will catch you all later. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye.